Hello, and welcome to Maximum Pest Control Services again. I'll be continuing with the next set of frequently asked questions to help clarify some common pest control concerns you may have. Question 21. What are the most common entry points for mice in Ontario homes? Mice usually enter homes where building materials meet or shift. Common entry points in Ontario homes include gaps around air conditioning lines, water pipes, gas lines, wide-size weep holes and utility cables, garage door corners and worn weather stripping around the windows, foundation cracks, rim joist gaps, dryer vents and damaged vent screens, soffit, fascia, and roofline gaps, especially near built additions. Question 22. How long does it take to fully eliminate a mice infestation? Most infestations begin improving quickly, but full elimination depends on sealing entry points. Typical timelines include: first 1 to 7 days, noticeable drop in activity; 2 to 4 weeks, stabilization with fewer sightings or sounds; 4 to 8 weeks, confirmation of elimination once exclusion work is complete. The fastest and most reliable results occur when removal and sealing are done together. Question 23. What's the difference between baiting, trapping, and exclusion for mice control? Each method plays a different role. Trapping: immediate reduction of indoor activity. Baiting controls ongoing pressure, often outdoors or in garages. Exclusion: the long-term solution that seals entry points, the ultimate solution to fix the issue. For permanent results, now you know, exclusion is the most important step. Question 24. How do professionals confirm that mice or rats are completely gone? Professionals rely on evidence-based monitoring rather than guesswork. Confirmation includes monitoring traps and stations for new activity, checking for fresh versus old droppings, follow-up inspections in attics and wall-adjacent areas, non-invasive inspection tools when needed. No new signs over a full activity cycle confirms elimination. Question 25. What mistakes do homeowners make that attract mice and rats? Common mistakes that attract rodents include storing pet food or bird seed in thin bags, unsecured garbage or compost bins, especially if left inside the garage area, clutter, wood piles, or overgrown vegetation near foundations, leaving garage doors partially open, ignoring small gaps such as weep holes that seem insignificant. Mice can fit through openings as small as a dime. Question 26. Are store-bought traps and poisons effective for long-term mice control? Do-it-yourself products can reduce activity short-term, but rarely solve the root cause. Traps may catch a few mice, but entry points remain open. Improper bait use can cause odor or safety issues. Incorrect placement reduces effectiveness. If activity keeps returning, ongoing entry into the structure is usually the issue. Question 27. How do pest control technicians inspect attics and wall voids safely? Professional inspections are done carefully and safely using protective equipment when insulation or droppings are present, walking on joists rather than drywall, lighting and mirrors to locate trails and nesting areas, targeted access points without unnecessary damage. Question 28. What signs indicate mice are living inside walls or ceilings? Common signs include scratching or scurrying noises at night, droppings in cabinets, under the kitchen sink, furnace rooms, house upper attic or food pantries, chewed food packaging or shredded boxes and insulation, persistent musky odors in specific areas, pets staring and focusing on specific walls or ceilings location. Question 29. What happens if mice die inside walls or inaccessible areas? Occasionally, a passed-away rodent can cause a temporary odor. Professionals manage this by identifying the strongest odor source, improving ventilation and using odor-neutralizing methods, removing them when accessible, sealing entry points to prevent recurrence. Question 30. What should homeowners do after discovering mouse droppings? Act quickly but carefully. First thing, always call a pest control company and keep children and pets away from the droppings. Wear gloves and avoid dry sweeping or vacuuming. Lightly dampen droppings before cleanup and seal waste in a bag. Inspect under sinks, behind appliances, and pantry corners. Cleaning alone won't solve the problem unless outside mice entry points are fully addressed. That concludes my answering the questions part of the section. The next speaker will continue with the remaining final questions. Thank you for listening.